Every sign you have a rare DNA mutation. Number 1. You barely need sleep and still function like a supercomputer. Some people wake up looking like they've been hit by a truck. Then there's you, the human golden retriever who can get by on 4 hours of sleep and still cheerfully announce, "I feel great." If that's you, your secret might lie in a tiny mutation of the DEC2 gene, otherwise known as the short sleeper mutation. While most people need 8 hours to reset their biological chaos, your brain does the same repair work in half the time. Researchers at the University of California discovered families who carried this gene variant. They slept about 4.5 hours per night, woke up refreshed, and, this part is offensive, they were more alert, happier, and performed better on cognitive tests than the rest of us over-caffeinated zombies. Your body simply processes deep sleep more efficiently. It's like evolution handed you a free subscription to premium REM mode, while everyone else is buffering. Of course, the downside is that the rest of humanity hates you. You're the person who emails at 4 a.m., runs 5 miles before work, and says things like, "I just don't get tired." Meanwhile, normal people are melting into the carpet, wondering how to kill you and steal your genes. If you're one of these genetic overachievers, cherish your mutant mitochondria. You're either the next step in evolution or a future insomniac superhero who eventually snaps and writes manifestos about productivity. Number 2. You don't get mosquito bites and everyone secretly hates you. There's always that one smug person at the barbecue who doesn't have a single mosquito bite while everyone else is scratching like they rolled in poison ivy. If that's you, congratulations. You're genetically invisible to insects. This superpower comes from a mutation in the ABCC11 gene. This one tiny glitch controls the chemical makeup of your sweat and earwax. People with the dry earwax variant produce far fewer odor molecules, and mosquitoes love odor molecules. No smell equals no target. You are, quite literally, an invisible buffet. And here's the kicker. This same mutation also means your armpits smell less. So yes, you repel both mosquitoes and social anxiety. Meanwhile, your friends are drenched in bug spray, scratching furiously, and plotting to trade your DNA on the black market. Scientists discovered this mutation originated thousands of years ago in East Asia and spread slowly around the world. Now, it appears randomly in about 2% of people elsewhere. You lucky few are walking DEET cans with great hygiene. If mosquitoes never bite you, your earwax is dry, and deodorant commercials don't apply to you. Congratulations. You're not human. You're the final form of pest resistance. Number 3. You age suspiciously slowly. You know that one person who looks perpetually 29 no matter how many decades go by? The one whose classmates look like fossils while they're still getting carded at bars? They might have won the genetic lottery with a mutation in the SERPINE1 gene. This gene regulates a protein called plasminogen activator inhibitor 1, basically the molecular janitor that slows down tissue aging. When it mutates, that janitor gets more efficient, reducing cellular inflammation and DNA damage. In simple terms, your body ages in slow motion. Scientists studying a Bolivian family carrying this variant found they had lower blood sugar, better heart health, and way fewer wrinkles. They weren't supermodels, just biologically chill. While the rest of us are out here hoarding retinol and lying about our birth year, these people are just existing, wrinkle-free, hydrated by their own smugness. If people keep saying you haven't aged a day, they're right. Your cells are too busy repairing themselves to care about time. It's not skincare. It's your mutant DNA refusing to participate in the human decline. Number 4. You hardly ever get sick. If you're the type who hasn't had the flu since the early 2000s, your immune system might be running on hard mode. The CCR5-Delta32 mutation is one of evolution's wildest success stories. This tiny deletion literally removes the door that many viruses, like HIV and smallpox, use to enter your cells. No door, no infection. Only about 1% of people of Northern European descent have 2 copies of this mutation, which gives near total immunity to HIV. Scientists think it became common because it protected ancestors from the bubonic plague. Imagine surviving medieval Europe, passing down your plague-proof DNA, and now your descendants can't even catch a cold at work. If you're that irritating person who says, "I never get sick," everyone despises you. But also, respect. You're a product of thousands of years of natural selection, a walking immune fortress surrounded by germy peasants. When the next pandemic hits, you're not stocking up on toilet paper. You're sitting back, sipping tea, and letting your immune system run its antivirus update. Number 5. Alcohol affects you differently. Everyone's got that one friend who's tipsy after half a drink, and another who could drink a small distillery and still quote Shakespeare. This isn't about willpower, it's chemistry. Two genes, a DH1B and ALDH2, decide your alcohol fate. They control how your body breaks down acetaldehyde, the toxic middleman between alcohol and carbon dioxide. If your enzymes are slow, acetaldehyde builds up quickly, giving you the infamous Asian flush, bright red skin, pounding heart, and regret after one margarita. If your enzymes are ultra-fast, the toxins clear before you even feel them, meaning it takes much more booze to get you drunk. Either way, it's a mess. Slow variant, you're a cheap date. Fast variant, you're a biological ethanol factory. This difference can even affect addiction risk. Slow metabolizers tend to drink less, because it feels awful, while fast ones are more prone to heavy drinking. So, the next time someone brags about their high tolerance, just smile and say, "No, you're not special. You're just enzymatically irresponsible." Number 6. You feel pain differently. Pain is supposed to keep us alive, but some people missed that memo completely. Enter the SCN9A gene, the master switch for nerve pain signals. When it mutates, your brain either gets too little pain or way too much. People with a rare inactive version literally can't feel pain. There's a documented case of a woman who gave birth without anesthesia and described it as uncomfortable but manageable. Another walked on a broken ankle for days. Then there's the Scottish woman with a FAAH mutation who doesn't feel pain or anxiety. Doctors removed part of her hand once. She described the sensation as a bit warm. She also reports rarely feeling stress. Her brain constantly produces its own supply of natural cannabinoids. So if you can stub your toe and shrug or tolerate headaches like background noise, you might be running nature's experimental pain software. Just, be careful, because when your nerves don't complain, your bones still break. Number 7. You can thrive at high altitudes or hold your breath forever. Climb a mountain without panting, dive underwater and forget to come up for air. You might be optimized for oxygen. The EPAS1 gene is nicknamed the superoxygen gene. It helps your red blood cells capture and deliver oxygen more efficiently, a mutation famously found in Tibetan highlanders. They thrive at altitudes where oxygen levels are 40% lower than at sea level, yet they don't develop altitude sickness. Scientists found this gene came from interbreeding with a now extinct human species called the Denisovans. Yes, part of your oxygen efficiency might literally be prehistoric DLC. Athletes sometimes naturally carry mild EPAS1 variations, giving them unreal stamina and endurance. You know that one friend who finishes the 10K, chats casually, and says, "I could keep going?" That's not training, that's genetic arrogance. Meanwhile, the rest of us are dying after 2 flights of stairs and pretending to admire the view just to hide the wheezing. Number 9. You have unusual eye, hair, or skin pigmentation. Your striking eye color or rare hair shade isn't just aesthetic, it's the result of ancient mutations that stuck around because they looked cool. All blue-eyed people on Earth trace back to a single person who lived around 6,000 to 10,000 years ago near the Black Sea. They carried a mutation in the OCA2 and HERC2 genes that essentially switched off the brown eye pigment. Every blue-eyed person alive today shares that ancestor. Congratulations, you're all distant cousins. Then there's MC1R, the redhead gene. It doesn't just create ginger hair, it changes pain perception, body temperature regulation, and even anesthesia response. Redheads often need 20% more anesthesia to be fully numb, and they feel cold and heat differently. Basically, they're walking science experiments disguised as humans. Other pigment mutations create amber eyes, albinism, or heterochromia, 2 different colored eyes. If people always comment on your coloring, it's not just flattery. They're subconsciously sensing your DNA is running an exotic graphics card. Number 10. You heal freakishly fast. There are people who heal faster than seems biologically fair. You get a cut, it's gone by morning. Bruises vanish in a day. It's not magic, it's genetics. Specifically, mutations in P21 and TGF-beta pathways. These genes regulate how fast cells divide and how well new tissue replaces damaged skin. A few lucky people have overactive versions, giving them near superhuman healing rates. Doctors once studied an elderly woman whose skin regenerated twice as fast as normal. Her wounds closed with almost no scars. Her body simply refused to acknowledge the injury for long. If you've ever been told, "Wow, that healed fast," Take the compliment. Your DNA is running industrial-grade repair software. You're basically Wolverine minus the claws and trauma. Bonus, you're naturally happy and stress-proof. Some people just don't get stressed. The world could be ending and they'd calmly say, "It's fine, everything happens for a reason." It's infuriating, and also genetic. Mutations in the FAAH and COMT genes tweak how the brain regulates dopamine and endorphins. People with these variants experience higher baseline happiness and faster stress recovery. Their brains naturally release more feel-good chemicals, meaning they're less likely to spiral into anxiety. They're basically running life on easy mode while the rest of us are buffering through panic attacks. If you're unshakably positive, rarely angry, and somehow chill in traffic jams, your DNA is probably one long meditation app. Congratulations, you're what the rest of us are paying therapists to become. Every human carries hundreds of mutations, most invisible, some incredible. Maybe your differences are just the universe beta testing the next version of humanity. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more interesting scientific content.